and today we will move on to a chapter of grammar called substantivo. In this chapter, we will learn about the nouns, and majorly we will cover two subtopics. That is the gender of the nouns and the singular or plural, that is the number. Okay. So how to decide the gender? What kind of hints that we can identify in a word to identify it as a masculine word or as a feminine word? Now, in Portuguese, we only have two genders. In some of the languages, we have three genders. But in Portuguese, we only have two genders, that is masculine and feminine. So we will understand by what process do we recognize whether a word is masculine or feminine. Secondly, we will learn how to make plural of the words, or if some word is in plural, how to make the singular of that. What are the rules we follow in this process? So let me share my screen. Let's come to the book. Just a second. Okay, so substantivo. Nouns are called substantivo in Portuguese. Substantivo means noun. So in this chapter, as you can see, the first topic or the subtopic, I would say, the first subtopic we do is the masculine and feminine. So how to identify the gender of nouns. In Portuguese language, gender is very, very important. The gender of a noun can affect the whole sentence, like it will affect the gender of the pronoun, the gender of the article, gender of adjectives, and the verb as well. So everything changes according to changes in the gender. It is very crucial to identify the gender of nouns and other words as well in Portuguese. Everything has a gender, and the whole sentence revolves around it. So we will learn in this subtopic how to identify the gender of a noun. Apart from this, we will see how to see singular or plural of nouns. How to identify whether a noun is singular or plural. So first, let's start with the gender of the noun. So as I told you, we have only two genders in Portuguese, that is masculine and feminine. We will call it masculino ou feminino. Masculino ou feminino. The most common way to identify a masculine or feminine word is u and a. If any word ends with the letter o, then it is a masculine word. If any word ends with the letter a, then it's a feminine word. Now, this theory applies in almost 95% of the words. But there can be 5% of the words which are exceptions as well. So 95% of the words will follow this rule, where if it ends with the letter O, then it is masculine. If it ends with the letter A, then it is feminine. So we will take up one gender at a time, and let us start with the masculine gender. So in the masculine words, first is the words ending in O. We already saw a lot of words ending in O. You have also given me a lot of examples. Gato, livro, cabelo, menino. What is the meaning of cabelo? Anyone?
Hair.
Yes, cabelo means hair. Okay, menino, carro, relógio, amigo, filho, primo, sapato. All these words are masculine words. All of them you can see are ending in the letter O. But there can be exceptions, okay? Let's say the word for grandmother. What is the word for grandmother?
Avô.
Avó.
Avô.
Yes, it's called avó. So avó is a feminine word. It means grandmother, right? It is feminine by the meaning itself. So there can be exceptions. You just have to keep in mind that there can be exceptions. Now, if I take the word mão, mão means hand. It's a feminine word. So there are some words like this which end in O, but in spite of ending in O, they are feminine words. Now, generally, to decide the gender of a noun, we do not go by the meaning of it. If we go by the meaning of the word, then let's take the word carro. Carro means car. Now, there's no reason why a car should be masculine or feminine. There's no particular reason behind it. We can see that with the words like meninu or menina, whereas where meninu means boy and menina means girl, but there's no reason why livro should be masculine. Livro means book, right? Now the book should not have a gender. Or let's say a mesa. Mesa is ending in a. It is feminine. So there's no logic why a table should be feminine. So first of all, before even diving into the endings, we need to understand that we always decide the gender of the noun not by its meaning, but by its ending. It is simply how the spelling of the word is ending. It is not by the meaning of the word. So in future, when you will try to decide the gender of a word by your own, please remember that if you go by the meaning, then it will be completely confusing. You will not understand how to decide the gender of that noun. So the only method is to go by the ending of the noun. We will never go by the meaning, always by the ending to decide the gender. Is that clear to everyone? Can you give me a thumbs up? Achha. Okay, so vamos proceder. Let's proceed. So the first one is words ending in O. We saw a lot of words that end in O and are masculine words, but there can be exceptions as well. We will read more about these kind of exceptions when we read the feminine words. Secondly, words ending in consonants. If you look in your book, in the column of masculine and feminine, page number 28, if you look in your book, you have the endings like L, R, Z. So we have all these endings, all of them consolidated. We can say that any word ending in consonant, any consonant, it can be B, C, D, G, F, anything. But we don't have any word ending in G. We don't have any word that ends in D. Okay. So mostly the endings that we have are the letter R, the letter L, M, Z, and so on. So we will look at the common endings. Whatever words ending in consonant are all masculine words. First of all, let's take the letter R. All the words that end in R, they mostly they talk about professions. Okay. Like ator, jogador. Ator means actor. I'll put the meanings as well. Ator is an actor. Jogador. Can you tell me what is jogador?
Player.
Player, yes.
Play.
Yes, derived from the word jogar. Jogador is a player. For example, I can say, o Virat Kohli é jogador de cricket. Virat Kohli is a player of cricket. O Virat Kohli é jogador de cricket. So that is jogador. Celular. ¿Qué significa celular?
Phone.
Cell phone. Okay, a mobile phone. Señor is sir. We already know this. Señor or señora. Then we have collier. Collier is a spoon. Chammach. What is amor?
Love.
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 We already know this. Okay, let us add some more common words to this. Like computador. What is computador?
Computer.
Computer.
Yes, computer. Like the word lugar. Lugar means place. Okay. Lugar is a masculine word. Like the word elevador. What's an elevador?
Elevator.
Yes, elevator. So these are also some common words that end in R. You know the word professora. What will be the masculine form of professora?
Professor.
Professor.
Is again a word ending in R. Professor.
Cantor.
Yes, cantor. So we have cantor and cantora, where cantor is the masculine word. Singer. Okay, let me what is a doctor in Portuguese?
Doutor.
Yes, doutor and doutora. So doutor is masculine. Okay. And ambassador. Ambassador will be called embaixador. Okay. So in this way, we can see that the words that end in R are all masculine words. But we do have some exceptions again. Like the word mulher. The word mulher itself means a woman or wife. It's ending in R, but still it's a feminine word. And two more common exceptions are flor. Flor means flower, and cor means color. These are also feminine words. In spite of ending in R, there's no reason why they are feminine, but they're just exceptions. Okay. So they are all feminine words. Okay, Manpreet, you have said estudar and beber. Both of these are verbs. They are not nouns, they are verbs. So actually all of the verbs in Portuguese end in the letter R, but we cannot consider them to be masculine or feminine. Verbs do not have any gender in Portuguese. Okay. So we will not consider them into the category of any gender at all. Moving on to the ending of L. We have already read these words in the alphabet. H de hospital, P de papel. Okay. More words like animal or animal, sal or sal. Sal means salt. Barril or bahil means barrel. Very common word hotel or hotel means hotel. Sol means sun. Canal, channel. So canal de YouTube channel. So can you think of any words that end in L?
Brazil.
Brasil, muito bem. Muito bem. But since it's the name of a country, I'll not note it here. Let's look for more common nouns. So whenever we refer to Brazil, we actually use the masculine article. We say o Brasil.
And
Yes,
legal.
Legal, yes. Legal is an adjective though. Legal can have different meanings. It can mean legal, beautiful.
Carnival.
Carnival, yes. Again, it's the name of a festival. Should not be noting it here, but still it's a masculine word. Carnival. Very good. Think like this.
Saudável.
Saudável. Again, it's an adjective, okay? It means healthy. So it's an adjective. Not a noun, but it is masculine. Saudável. What else? Can you remember any other words? Okay, let's list down some words. Let's add some words. I'll just remove these three words because two of them are adjectives and one is the name of the festival, although they are masculine. Let's note down some more words. So let's say jornal, very common word. Anyone knows the meaning of jornal?
Journal.
Yeah, it's not exactly a journal, it's newspaper. The newspaper is called jornal in Portuguese. So like this, all the words ending in L are actually masculine. Again, we have exceptions in this. Exceptions are capital. Capital is capital. A capital. Por ejemplo, a capital da Índia é Delhi. So capital is masculine, is feminine. Yes, padaria is also a bakery, Ashish. That's correct. Okay, I was saying capital. Capital, although it ends in L, it is actually a feminine word. There's no specific reason behind it. It is just an exception. Then moral. Moral is moral of the story or a moral lesson. Moral. So that is also a feminine word in spite of ending in in L. Sorry. Then we have cathedral. Cathedral is a cathedral church. So that is also a feminine word, a cathedral. So there are some exceptions to this. Then coming to the words ending in S. Now you have to be very careful that all the words that are plural will end in S. But that doesn't mean that all the words are masculine words. We have to look for words that are singular and they end in S in the singular itself. So what I'm trying to say here, for example, if you have the word menina, menina means girl, menina ends in a and it is a feminine word. But if I make the plural of this word, it will become meninash. So if you just look at the word meninash and say that it is a masculine word because it ends with S, then that would be wrong. So we need to be careful that we are not considering the plural words into this category of words ending in S that are masculine. So we can only categorize the singular words that end in S, because in plural, definitely all the words will end in S. So let's look at the examples. Pais. Now we're not talking about paish, we're talking about pais. Paish is parents. That is not what we're talking about. That is mostly a plural word. This word is pais, country. In the singular version itself, it ends in S. What if I want to make the plural of pais? Then it will actually become paisish, countries, paisish, ISES. So this is a singular word, pais, means country. So we always say u pais. The country is always u pais because it's a masculine word. Then we have lapis. Lapis means pencil. Ending in S. In the singular itself, it ends in S. So it's a masculine word. Virus, virus. Okay, this has an accent. Virus, virus is also a masculine word. Onibush. Onibush means anyone?
Bus.
Yes, bus. Now, onibush means bus only in Brazilian Portuguese. That is, we use this word in Brazilian Portuguese. In European, we use the word autocarro. Autocarro. I'll put it in the bracket here. We don't use onibush in Europe, in Portugal. So the word onibush is used in Brazil, whereas in Portugal for bus, we use autocar. Then we have gas. Gas means gas. Mês. What is the meaning of mês? It's month.
Month.
Yes. So all these words, they're ending in S and they're all masculine words. We mostly don't have any exceptions of words ending in S but turning out to be feminine. So mostly there are no exceptions. If there are, they will be very rare words. Common words, in common words, we don't really have any exceptions. So words that end in S are always masculine. Then we have the words ending in Z. Okay. So words ending in Z, these are very tricky because almost some words ending in Z are masculine, some are feminine. Although majorly they are masculine, but there are many exceptions. That is, there are a lot of words that are actually feminine words which end in Z. So the conclusion is that whenever you are reading the words ending in Z, 70% of the words are masculine, whereas 30% still exist which are feminine words. So we would really consider this as a gender neutral ending. The ending of Z should be considered as a gender neutral ending because the words ending in Z can be masculine, can be feminine. The only way is to remember. You have to remember that, for example, the word rapaz is masculine, whereas the word atriz is feminine. That's the only way to know whether something is masculine or feminine, because the words ending in Z, they are very exceptional. They can be masculine, can be feminine. So under masculine, we have these words like rapaz, means boy, arroz. What is the meaning of arroz?
Right.
Rice.
Yes, rice. Okay. Nariz. Anyone? Meaning of
Nose.
nariz? Yes. Juiz?
Juice.
No, it's a judge.
Judge.
Yeah. The feminine version would be Juiza. A male judge is called Jewish and female judge is called Juiza. Then Shadresh.
chess,
Yes, chess. So remember, whenever we have the letter Z at the end of the word, then the sound is very soft. So this word is called Narij, not Nariz. It's Narij, Jewish, Shadrej, Kartash. Kartash is the poster. Then feminine words that end in Z, Atris. Atris is an actress. So what is an actor?
Ator.
Ator. Yes. So the male form of this is Ator and the female form is Atrish. Luge. Luge means light. That is a feminine word. A luge. Page. Page means peace. Feminine word. Cruge. The cross. Feminine word. So there can be as many feminine words as well with the ending with the letter Z. Then words ending in U. So there are a few words which end in U, not too many words, but there are a few, like tatu. Tatu is armadillo, which is majorly found in the Latin American region. Tatu. It's an animal, an amphibian kind of thing. Then we have kaju. Kaju is the cashew that we know. Kaju. Then museu. Anyone knows the meaning of museu?
Museum.
Yes, it's museum. Okay, menu is the menu that we know in the restaurant. Bamboo. ¿Qué significa bamboo?
bamboo,
Yes, it is bamboo. Similarly, we have taboo, which means taboo. Okay, so words ending in U are all masculine words. We have very few exceptions, or we can say there are no exceptions at all. At least in the common words, you'll not find any exception. Wherever you see a word ending in U, that is masculine. Now, words ending in umi or umu, okay, that is, you have to have this complete ending ume or umo, then it will be a masculine word. Now, with the ending of umo, you already have the ending of o. So we already know that anything that ends with O is masculine. So we can ignore this one because it is already taken for granted that if it is ending in O, then definitely it is masculine. Let's look at this one, UME. There are a lot of words in Portuguese that end in UME, umi. So we have cardume. Cardume is a shoal. Shoal means it's a collective noun for fishes. A shoal of fishes. Cardume de peixes. Cardume is a shoal. Perfume, perfume. Perfume. Costume, costume. Volume, volume. Fume. What is fume?
I think smoke movie like
It is the smoke itself, okay, not the verb. There is a verb also, fumar. Fumar is to smoke. But fume means the smoke itself. Fume. The verb is fumar. Then legumi, pulses. And we have one example of umu as well, resumo. Resumo is your resume. Then this one is very important, the last one. Words ending in ama, ema, uma, and ima. Very, very important because you can see all of these words are actually ending in the letter a. Look at the words. Programa, ending in a, but it is a masculine word. So it looks completely feminine, but it is actually a masculine word. Programa, problema, cinema, klima. Now, what is happening with these words? They end in ama, ema, uma, ima. Look at the endings. Okay, so look at these endings: ama, ema, ima, uma. So all these endings are masculine endings. So although they look very much like a feminine word, they are actually masculine words. This rule we have to, give extra importance to, because this is very tricky. Most of the time students confuse this and they say a programmer. They think that programmer is feminine. But you have to be very careful that programma, problema, cinema, sistema, all these words are masculine words because they're ending with either ama, ema, ima, uma. So all these endings are masculine. So these are all the masculine endings that we saw. So just to quickly recap this, we started with the letter O. Whatever word ends in O are masculine, but we have to remember that we can have exceptions as well. Then words ending in consonants. So in this we saw words ending in the letter R, words ending in L, ending in S, and ending in Z. Okay, let us also include words ending in M. Just give me a second. So there are words ending in M or N that can be masculine. Like jardin. What is the meaning of jardin?
Garden.
Garden. Yes. And what do you call a man in Portuguese? Somebody wrote the word in the chat box as well. What is man?
Oh my.
Yes. Homem. So these are all masculine words. They end in M and they're masculine. Like the word, mostly we have adjectives under this category, like bon. Okay. These are adjectives, but they're masculine. So I will remove these words, but just for your information, these are masculine words. Like the word jovem. Jovem means young. Okay. These are adjectives, but since they're ending in M, they are masculine words. Yeah, that's mostly all you need to know. So I'll just remove these two words. And you just need to know that the words ending in M also are masculine words. Then we saw the words ending in the letter U. Whatever ends in U are masculine. Then we saw the words ending in UMI. UME. UMI. So everything that ends in UMI are masculine. Then, very important rule, we saw that words ending in ama, ema, uma, ima are masculine words. Okay, like clima, idioma, dilemma, all these are masculine. Now let us move on to the feminine words. So under the feminine words, the words ending in a. First rule itself is words ending in a. So we have also seen a lot of words in the chat box from you only. Then we can see some words here: casa, mesa, faca, amiga, filha, sogra, roupa, cama, rua. I hope you know meaning of all these words. Casa is house, very basic. Mesa we already know, table. Faca also we know. Amiga is friend. Filha is daughter. Sogra, what is sogra? We just read it in familia. Guys, what is sogra? Anyone? Really? Nobody remembers what is sogra? Sogru and sogra?
Father-in-law, mother-in-law.
Yes, right. Sogra is mother-in-law. Okay. Roupa. Roupa means cloth. Okay. Kama means bed. Rua. Rua means street, road or street. So these are some of the words that end in a, and these are feminine words. What can be the exceptions? Like if I write down the word sistema. So I can see that this word is ending in a, but it has the complete ending of ema. So it's a masculine word. So all the words that we read in rule number 5, all these words can be treated as an exception of the words ending in a. So generally the words ending in a are supposed to be feminine, but if a word ends in ama, ema, uma, ima, these kind of endings, then they're masculine. These are the only exceptions here. Then we have words ending in ad or aji, ade. Okay. All these words, cidad means city, universidad, university, libertad means freedom. So in European we'll say libertad, in Brazilian we'll say liberdade, felicidad or felicidade, saudade or saudade, verdade or verdade, comunidade. Most of the words that end in ty in English, like city, university, community, these words in Portuguese they become dade, comunidade, universidade, cidade. This is a common observation. It doesn't have to be a proper rule, but it's a theory. Then we have amizade, friendship. So we have amigo or amiga for the word friend, and for friendship we say amizade. Qualidade, quality. Necesidade, necessity. Sociedade, society. Igualdade, equality. Vontade, wish or desire. So like this, all the words that end in ade are all feminine words, and there's absolutely no exception to this. There will be no exception to this rule. Whatever ends in ade is feminine. Then words ending in ajane. Viajane. Viajane means trip. So we have learned the word viajar. What is the meaning of viajar?
To
Travel.
To
Travel.
travel. So viajar is the verb to travel, and the noun, a trip or a tour, is called viagem. Okay. Por exemplo, a minha viagem para Brasil foi ótimo. My tour to Brazil was awesome or great. A minha viagem para Brasil foi ótimo. So that is viagem. It's a noun. It means a trip. Mensagem. Mensagem is a message. It can be a text message or some kind of message you send to someone. Mensagem. Garagem. Garagem is a garage where you park your vehicles. Garagem. Paisagem. Paisagem is a landscape, a scenery, or you can say a view from the window or anything. Paisagem. Coragem. Coragem means courage, sahas. Vantagem, advantage. And the opposite of vantagem is desvantagem. Desvantagem is disadvantage. Bagagem. Bagagem is your baggage or luggage. So anything that ends in ajeng is feminine, and it does not have any exceptions. No exceptions at all. If it ends in ajeng, it is a feminine word. Moving on to the words ending in sound. You have to have the complete ending of sound. So let us look at the words here. Most of the words that in English end in tion, shun, like education, graduation, information, these words become sound in Portuguese. Again, it's not a rule, but it's a common pattern. Okay? So information is informação. This is feminine. Okay? Since it's ending in sound, you can see the complete ending of cao, sound. So it is feminine. Graduação, graduation. Educação, education. Coração, heart. Coração means heart. Obrigação. Obrigação means gratitude. We say obrigado or obrigada to say thank you. So obrigação is gratitude or thankfulness. Obrigação. Comunicação, communication. Decoração, decoration. Situação, situation. Nação, nação means birth. Solução, solution. Decisão, decision. População, population. Apresentação, we already know this, introduction or a kind of presentation. Apresentação. Organização is organization. Now, it's very important we remember that only words ending in são will be feminine. But there are some words that end only in ao. We don't have the C there. They're ending only in ao. For these words, most of these words are masculine, but there can be feminine words also. So in the words where you cannot see the letter C, then it can be a masculine word as well. In the words in which we can see the complete ending of sound, including the letter C, then it is definitely a feminine word. We don't have to think twice in that. But if we have the combination of ao without the letter C, then it could be masculine also. So we have to be careful in this one. Masculine words ending in ao, like irmão, brother, pão. What is the meaning of pão?
bread,
Bread, yes, pão. Avião. Avião means a flight. Portão. You know what's a portão?
Port,
No. Portão is a gate. Okay. So there's a word called porta. Porta means a door. Door मतलब जैसे कमरे का दरवाजा हो गया, that's a door. But portão is like a main gate. It's a huge gate. So it can be an entry to a factory, for example, a grand entry to a hotel. But when you're entering a room through a door, that is porta. And portão is the big one, okay, the gate. Then we have leão. Leão is lion. Vulcão. Vulcão is a volcano. Capitão. Capitão is captain. Please remember that we have read a similar word called capitão. Capitão is capital, Rajdhani. But capitão is captain. So it can be the captain of a team or captain of a ship. That is capitão. And this one is capitão or capital. So capitão does not mean capital. Okay? Capitão is a captain. Please be careful when you're using these words. Then we have some words that end in ao, but they're feminine words. Like mão means hand. Questão. Questão means question. So it's a feminine word. Questão. Razão. Reason. Opinião. Feminine word. Multidão means crowd. Feminine word. So the conclusion is that if we can see the complete ending of sound, including the letter C in a word, then it is definitely a feminine word. But if we do not have the letter C and we only have ang, then it could be also a masculine word. There's no way to identify. We can just remember which word is masculine, which word is feminine. There's no fixed rule for that. But if it does not have the letter C, then chances are that it could be masculine, it can be feminine also. Is this clear to everyone? Rule number 4. Please give me a thumbs up if it is clear. Ótimo. Muito bem, gente. There are some words in Portuguese which are neutral in the gender. So there will be some words which are gender neutral. For example, dentista. A male dentist or a female dentist will have the same word, dentista. For example, with teacher, we have two different words. It can either be professor or professora. For doctor, it can either be doutor or doutora. So we have two different words, defining the different endings of masculine and feminine. But with the endings of ista, we can use the same word for both masculine and feminine. So whatever word ends in ista, they are all gender neutral words, like dentista, artista, artist, scientista, scientist. So mostly you can see these are all related to professions. Journalista, journalist. So be it a male journalist or a female journalist, we'll say journalista. Especialista, a specialist. Specialist in anything, okay? Especialista. Motorista, a driver. Any kind of driver will be called motorista. Turista, tourist. So all the words ending in ista can be used for both male and female. Hence, it is called a gender neutral ending. Similarly, if we have any word that ends in ant, anchi, or enth, enchi. So basically, if we have ante or ente at the end of a word, then it is again gender neutral. Again, this one also is mostly used for professions. Look at the examples. Estudante. So it's a gender neutral word. I can say Ashish é estudante, and similarly, Bushra é uma estudante. For both the people, I'll use estudante. So male or female does not matter here. It's a gender neutral word. Similarly, amanchi, lover. Falanchi, speaker. Immigranchi, immigrant. Participanchi, participant. Visitanchi, visitor. Similarly, words ending in enchi or ente, those words are also gender neutral. So we have gerenchi, manager, clienchi, client, presidenchi, assistenchi. All these words are gender neutral words. So we saw that we will decide the gender of a noun on the basis of its ending. Now, on the basis of ending, it can be either a masculine word or a feminine word, or it can be a gender neutral word. We saw some endings under masculine, some under feminine, and some under the gender neutral. So if we can keep these rules in mind, we can decide whether a word is masculine or feminine. Let's conclude this. Vamos concluir a aula. Muito obrigada, gente. Tchau, tchau e boa noite.
Boa noite.
Boa noite.
Boa noite.
Boa noite.